Heather and the kids and Paka and Nolly spent a bunch of time. To crush to be able to get a good amount of cider out of. Ship's captain cider into gallon jugs. Hello, friends and relations. So today we keep getting a lot of apples, and then we keep getting more apples, and then we process the apples, and then we get more apples. So today we're gonna make cider. So that's gonna be fun. So I got a press from a friend, and we just found out we have some freezer space, so we're gonna freeze it and put it in jugs, and it's gonna be great. So, yeah.
When you have a good fruit year, which we don't always every year, you gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah. So then, right now I'm gonna go set up a spot in the backyard to get the press up and get everything nice and organized. And then a special bonus is it's gonna be next to the fire pit, and so Edmund and James get to build a fire while we're making apple cider.
Which is really the point.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. So here's the press. Clearly you need a propane bottle for the press. That's actually not true. You don't need it at all. It's just, when you go to a friend's house and you borrow a cider press, you end up with a propane bottle. It's like if you give a cat a cookie or whatever that book is. Same kind of thing. So anyway, got the press, got a little hand grinder. My buddy and I, we keep thinking we're gonna get a little motor and attach the motor to the wheel, and then have a motorized grinder, which would be pretty cool. So have that. There's the squeeze chute, whatever you want to call it. Some jugs to put it in. It's gonna be good. So anyway, figure out where to put this, and it'll be awesome. Okay, so our little workstation is starting to get set up. So we got our grinder here. We'll grind into this tote after we clean it. Got the hydraulic press there. We'll press it into some gallon jugs and have cider. But Edmund has a bunch of questions. So, you have some questions. All right, now.
Why do we grind it in this thing before we press it?
So you grind it to turn it into little small bits to crush to be able to get a good amount of cider out of. So you turn it into small little bits, and then you put it in the press and press it out.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Not really.
No questions at all?
Well, does it just come out these?
Yep. And it comes out those.
Wouldn't half of it just fall on the ground then?
Well, that's why there's a little spigot right there. So it all comes out here, falls into this tray, comes out this spigot, and then we'll have a funnel here to catch it and put it straight into the jug.
Okay.
That's all the questioning attitudes we've got. All right, so we're gonna start cleaning everything off. Edmund is washing out some buckets, some crates. James is having fun throwing things around. Here's some of the apples. We don't have a huge amount to do today, but there's a lot available. So we'll do some, we'll press some, we'll keep some, and make some cider.
We will also show you what we're update you on what we're doing later in the video.
That is proper YouTube etiquette there.
What does that
Update
mean?
and show you in the video.
We'll show you later
Yeah.
when we're still needing to go.
Yeah. Always make people wait till later, right, James?
Sort of.
Here we have James, professional cider grinder. Ship's captain, James T. Kirk. James Sidney Meyer.
Dad, I'm not James Cheeker. And this is how you press. This sure takes a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, because we have all mechanical stuff, all people powered. So if we had an electric one, it would go a lot faster.
But this is main power.
This is Meyer powered. Okay, so we just press it down. And this is a little off kilter, so I'll have to fix that next time. But
And we're attracting everything in the neighborhood of the wasps.
all the wasps around, yeah.
Really?
Okay, Nolly, you wanna drink?
I do want a drink.
May I have a drink, Dad?
Delicious.
May I have a drink?
Very good.
Okay, it's not for guzzling, it's for sipping.
Here, you try it.
All right, let's see how it is.
Why do you have a black eye, James?
I don't.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna get me my own drink, one so I can get.
So you can keep drinking it?
Yeah, it's really good.
He's protecting you.
What is he doing?
Regulus is making sure that no one will get harmed by the cider press.
So sweet.
This update brought to you by a very influential person.
What we're updating is, so we've gotten 4 gallons of cider, and Dad is working on another patch of whatever that is. Crushed apples, yeah. And here we are, if you look here, we are making some cider by crushing them with this machine here. And you do this. And it squeezes the juice out of the apples. I'm doing it right now. so it squeezes the apple juice.
So I started washing at about 2. It's now close to 6. And I've cleaned up for the day. And so between washing, grinding, pressing, and bottling the cider into gallon jugs, we did 5.5 gallons, I think. Might have been 6.5, I don't remember. But anyway, something like that. So, you know, it was me and James who was very helpful. So, we did that in, about, 4 hours. So, 1 gallon per hour seems great. But we didn't finish. So yeah, I was expecting to get, hopefully 3 or 4 gallons out of those apples. And I've gotten almost 6, I think. I'll have to check later. But this is the last one. We'll drink some tonight. So that'll be fun. But, so 5 or 6 plus this one. Don't remember. I'll have to go check. But, yeah, I still have basically, because that's apples, basically 3 bushels of apples. And then, a third of a bushel of pears. I started with 2.5 bushels of pears. So, call it like 3.5 bushels left. So I got a lot more cider than I was expecting, which is cool. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy drinking that. It was pretty tasty. You may wonder what we're doing with the pressings. I've just been feeding them to the chickens.
Oh, close to 8 gallons.
Okay, so I definitely lost track. So it's not 5 or 6. It's actually 7 and a half. Yeah, that was a lot. And there's still a lot out there. So that's cool. Cider for days. Hooray!
Hooray!
All right, well, I got a lot more cider than I expected. I ended up with over 13 gallons of cider, which is pretty exciting. And I was hoping for half a dozen, so I ended up using about 6 bushels of apples and 2.5 bushels of pears. Ended up with 13 gallons of cider, so that was exciting. It's very tasty. So yeah, that's really fun.